Today I'm going to be showing you 10 tips and tricks to make you overall a better skate player mechanically. It's going to be a whole wide variety of things, but everything should help you in some way. I've been reading the comments and I've seen your guys' criticism, so I'm going to do, for all informative videos in the future, I'm going to keep the controller cam on and also the Flick It visualizer. Sorry about that on the last tutorial, I'll try my best to keep it on. That being said, let's get straight into the video and show you the first tip. The first tip is how to get on these higher rails. So I see probably one person every time I do this challenge struggle to grind this rail here. It's a pain to get into, I get it. Like, I even struggle with it and I'm very consistent at the game. So I'm going to show you what it's like trying just to ollie onto it. You just bail. You're lucky if you get in. I find if you nose slide, it's easier, but there is a better way to get in it, and that is boned ollie. So for boned ollie, you do a normal ollie, but you hold up on your right stick. It gets you a little more air, so it makes it easier to get on these high rails. And watch, I'm going to try one here. First try. It's just that much easier. But you get it. You get that little extra height, and like a rail like this, it helps like crazy. On to tip 2. I'm going to show you how to get more height. So you see this staircase here. You can't ollie up it. There's no way. But I have a trick to where you can get up this without getting off your board. I'm going to show you that now, an ollie, just to prove that you can't get up it. You can get close, but you're not going to get up it. So the trick is you're going to hippy jump and then press Y. It's the littlest bit height more, but as you could see, you get up the staircase. Just this one's a little too tall, so it's a bit buggy to do. You're probably better off doing bone ollies. I just like doing the hippy jumps because it doesn't pull you into a grind like it would with the ollie. Tip number 3 is pre-winds. So how you pre-wind is you have to hold down and set up for a trick on your right stick, whether it be down, to the right, to the left, just set up for a trick. You're going to go down on your left stick while being set up. You're either going to curl right, you'll see my arms go one direction, or curl left, it'll go the other direction. So if I'm curling left, I want to spin left. If I'm curling right, I want to spin right. So I'm going to curl to the right, pop my trick. It does a 360 on its own. Normally, if you were just pop your trick, it would do a 180 with your left stick. And do it again. 360. So you're going down, curl to the one side, pop your trick. Down, curl your left stick to the side, pop your trick. See? Now that you know pre-winds, let's get into tip number 4. Using your right stick to make micro adjustments to land cleaner. So we're going to pre-wind a trick, and I'm going to use my right stick to tweak my board. So if I'm just going to do a simple ollie and put my left stick left to show you. See how he tweaks 90? If I go to the right, tweaks 90 the other way. Now you get the gist of it. Now when you do a pre-wind, you're going to notice I'm reverting there, right? Well, if you implement your right stick with the pre-wind, you won't revert at all and you'll land perfectly clean. So we're going to set up for a trick, do our pop shove it, pop our trick, and put both our analog sticks the same direction. Now you don't revert and get a 360. Do it the other way. And let's say I over rotate, I could make micro adjustments to my right stick to pull it back. Tip number 5 is using your triggers to get even more spin. So I'm going to show you the 360 again. So down on the right stick, do my shove it, pop, put both analog sticks same direction. So crouch, set up for the pre-wind with curling, pop, both sticks the same direction. You saw there, I did not mean to do it, but I was so perfect to where it did the extra 180 revert and actually did a 540. But I have a more consistent way of actually doing this. That was on accident. I just did it super clean. The consistent way is doing everything I just said, and after you do all that, tap left trigger or right trigger. In Goofy, I like to tap left trigger to do a stale fish. Looks cleaner. Regular, I would tap right trigger to do stale fish. Mute grab looks alright, but I just think stale fish looks better. Down, rewind, both direction, tap trigger. Let's do it again. Down, rewind, pop, tap trigger with both sticks the same direction. I know I'm going a little quick, so I'm gonna go down, rewind, you see my arms move. I'm gonna pop my trick, both sticks same direction, and then right after tap the trigger. Now let's do it moving again. You can only do this front side, you can't do it back side on flat, so. But I'm gonna go in reg and show you how I do it in reg. Now I'm gonna show you how to do it in reg. So it's the same thing, just opposite. Down on the right stick, rewind to the left though, pop, both sticks same direction, tap your right trigger. Okay, so let me try one here. Down, rewind, pop, tap trigger. That's how you do a 540 flat. Tip number 6, I'm going to show you how to do a one push. Out of all the big tricks that give the most points, only the 360 inward heel flip counts for this. You can't do it with 360 flip, can't do it with laser, can't do it with 360 hard flip. So 360 inward, I'm going to show you what it is, this trick. And the direction matters. For Goofy, you have to spin to the right, which is front side. Your reg, spin to the left. I'm going to show you it counting for full points now. Now I'm going to show you backside, doesn't count. See, gave you less, I got 400. So 360 flip, doesn't count. Laser flip, doesn't count. 360 hard flip, doesn't count. See, a 360 inward front side counts for some reason. Don't know why. That's just the trick you do to start runs if you're one pushing. Tip number 7, I'm going to show you how to get 4x multiplier the absolute fastest way. For starters, the tricks you're going to need to do is 360 inward heel flip, nollie varial kick flip, or varial heel flip, or 360 shove it, or front side 360 shove it, doesn't matter. But I do varial kick flip. And then you do a 360 inward heel flip again. How this works is you can do either a caveman to get your 1.5x multiplier, or a simple manual. I like to do a caveman in my throwdowns. You'll probably see it in my clips. I start off the board because when the thing starts, I'm actually off my board, so it places my marker in the throwdown off the board, so I could do this caveman strat. So what you'll do is you'll caveman for your 1.5x, do a 360 inward heel flip 180 to fakie nose manual, do a nollie varial kick flip 180 to normal manual, then a 360 inward heel flip again to fakie. That'll get you 1601 points, which is what you need to get 4x multiplier. So I'm going to show you that now. So caveman, 360 inward, varial, 360 inward. Nice and easy. Takes a little practice, but if you can get that, that's the absolute quickest way. Tip number 8, I want to show you what grinds you should be using to keep your speed. So any of the slides, board slide, lip slide, blunt slide, nose blunt slide, nose slide, and tail slide, they all make you lose a lot of speed when doing these grinds, so you want to avoid these. The main grinds you want to do are the grinds with one truck on the rail or ledge. So, for example, nose grind, you lose your speed less. Whereas if I did a nose slide, you lose your speed quicker, see? Same goes for all the slides. So you want to do one truck on the rail because it's the least friction on the rail, so it'll slow you down less. Tip number 9. I know a lot of people are having this. They go AFK for 5 minutes and they get kicked from the lobby and then they're in a waiting queue again. It's very annoying. I hate it myself, but I noticed this when I was making videos and creating thumbnails. I was going in my replay editor, turning off everything, of course, right? Taking my my thumbnails, right? But I would go AFK and I'd go in my Photoshop, start editing my thumbnail, come back to the game, and I'm not kicked. I'm like, wait, what? So actually, when you're in replay editor, it registers you actually at the game. So if you're going to go AFK for 5-10 minutes, just go in replay editor, you won't get kicked. Tip number 10 is doing torpedoes to cancel your animation in bail mechanics. So essentially, when you hit something, you're locked and can't actually move. So you have no chance to do your next bail to try and pick where you want to go next. So what I like to do is I like to slam in the ground torpedoing, which is RB and B. So when you do that and slam super hard, you bounce, and while that animation is happening, you're floating in the air, and by the time you can do it again, you're chilling because you slammed into the ground and you can control yourself better. Whereas you just land on the ground and don't bounce, your run's done. So I'm just going to show it here. I'm just going to do my trick. Bounce. I'm trying to, it's like last second, I can't do my bail mechanic. Whereas if I did my torpedo, I slam into it, bounce, I have more chance to control where I'm going. Here, it's not as prominent, but like when you're going off a rooftop, I think near the start Hedgemont area, like the shop, if you do it off that roof, it really makes that challenge a lot easier. I hope at least one of these tips helped you in some way. There's a lot of new faces on this channel. With that being said, if there's anything you guys want to know, if you have a question, a video idea, just comment them below. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I will always try to add controller cam to any informative video or tutorial, and I will add Flick It Visualizer. I just forgot to in the last tutorial, that's my bad, sorry about that. I know a few guys were commenting about this. I'm going to be making new competitive tutorials every season because they're going to be adding new stuff. I'm going to have to do this, but at the same time, hopefully I can learn from the last ones and make them more easy to understand, because my goal with all these videos is to grow the comp scene, make it bigger than what it is, and hopefully bigger than Skate 3. Within the first week of a season, I'm probably going to be learning the mechanics, and then once I get the hang of it, figure out all the ins and outs, I'll probably start making a video after that. So I want to say after the first week every season, I'll have a proper, new, updated competitive tutorial. I'll try to keep everything in it that's necessary, but if you guys have any criticisms, please comment them and I can try and make the next one better. Leave them in the comments of the tutorial you're criticizing though, just so I know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.